Hi, my name's Lisa and I'm doing a series of videos on the side effects that I am having since I've come off of the benzodiazepine clonazepam. I came off of clonazepam in April of 2013. I'm in day 640 something in withdrawal. It's been really tough. I'm maybe, I don't know, 15% better overall. I still have intense derealization, just in a daze and space all the time, problems with my cognition, with my memory, a heavy body feeling in my body, extreme head pressure, tinnitus, buzzing on my body, muscle tension, bone pain, sore eyes, a lot of different things, deep depression, seen little breaks in that, but the main symptom I've seen breaks in overall, which is why I say I'm like 15% better, is the fear and anxiety, and that's what I want to talk about today. I still have it. As you can tell, I'm breathing kind of hard, and I'm in a constant state of agitation and apprehension all the time, but it's gotten better over the months. I went on clonazepam because I wasn't sleeping. I was having just some trouble in my life and some insomnia, and because of the insomnia I started having panic attacks, and my body was just in hyper crazy over diligent overdrive, and started having panic attacks. And previous to that I had never really experienced anything that I would call anxiety. I wouldn't say I was an anxious person, never had problems sleeping, wasn't extremely fearful, just kind of, normal in all of those areas. So the first experience I've had with anxiety has been the panic attacks. Well, then after I got on the drug, I started feeling somewhat anxious in between doses, and my doctor had me just convinced that I had anxiety disorder, GAD, general anxiety disorder, among a lot of other labels. And I would even say to her, well, is it my body craving the drug? It just seems like it gets worse before I take it. Oh, no, you have anxiety disorder. So I just believed her. She said you can just develop these things, in the middle of your life due to life circumstances. So I just believed her, and I kept, being drugged. And it started getting worse and worse, and I started needing more of the medication. I went from 0.5 a day to 1, and I ended up in 1.5 a day, and it just seemed like that wasn't even enough. And I remember in my last hospitalization in the psych ward, the doctor cut me down to 1 milligram a day, and I would save both doses for the end of the night, and I just about begged him for more. And this was the head of the hospital, the director of the hospital, of this psych hospital. That's all they did there. And I remember him saying to me, is it really that bad? I said, yes, it is. He had no clue that he had cut me back and how strongly my body was craving this. He just thought it was some nutcase with anxiety I couldn't control. I don't know what he thought, but yeah, it is that bad. That's how desperate your body is craving this drug. It's a highly addictive type drug that you become dependent on. I never went drug seeking. I never took more than what my prescription was for. In fact, I tried to take less, but it became such a craving for my body and my nervous system that I would just lay there waiting hours till I had to take my next pill because I didn't want to get even more addicted. Well, by the end of all this, I was at 1.5 milligrams, and came off way too fast in a matter of 3 months. And I remember thinking those few months and the first 2 months off of the drug, wow, my anxiety isn't too bad. I can't believe this. I took it for anxiety, and it's really not even that bad. Maybe I didn't have anxiety. Maybe what I was feeling during these last 7 years wasn't anxiety. Maybe I didn't know what to think. I was just so thrilled that although I had all these other side effects, I wasn't feeling major anxiety until month 3 happened. Wow. June of 2013, all hell broke loose with the anxiety and the fear. It just consumed me. I'd wake up in the morning terrorized of nothing. I would lay in bed, shaking, rocking in my bed for hours. I was afraid to leave my bedroom. I was just afraid of nothing. Absolutely nothing. It was just this crazy chemical anxiety. Your amygdala center in your brain, which is your fear center, basically doesn't know how to calm down on its own now because it had been using the drugs for so long. So as a benzo friend of mine says, it doesn't have any brakes. It just doesn't know how to stop. So you're just afraid. You're just afraid of nothing. I remember watching the movie Tangled, the Disney movie, with my daughter, and there was I don't know, a scene with a horse, and there was a lot of chaos. And I remember just the fear was just kicking up during that scene. I had to leave the room. Other movies I watched, comedies, there'll just be a crazy chaotic scene, and I just couldn't handle it. I'd have to leave the room. Just unexplainable, irrational fear. It is terrorizing. It is absolutely terrorizing. I had inner tremor, just gotten a little better. Weak muscles from it, shaky, literally shaking weak muscles from fear. I had heart palpitations for many months. Those left in month 18. Gasping for air, hyperventilating, breathing into paper bags, laying down and doing deep breathing, blowing a fan on me, doing positive imagery, just all sorts of things to try to calm this down, and nothing really does. Nothing really calms it down. It is created by the drug because your body does not know how to upregulate the GABA receptors. The GABA is your calming mechanism, and they're all throughout your body, these neurotransmitters, and they don't know how to kick back in, and it's just all has to figure itself out. So all this anxiety is probably the most normal of all the symptoms, or at least the most consistent among all the survivors of benzos. It seems like everybody has a great degree of anxiety and fear, apprehension, agitation. Very, very common, and it's really, really ironic because the main reason that benzos are usually given out for is for anxiety. So just to let you know that the anxiety you're feeling is very, very, very normal while you're coming off of benzos. It's very scary, but it is very normal. And people who've had anxiety, normal life anxiety before benzos, which I really haven't, but people who have had that have said that the chemical anxiety they experience during the withdrawal is by far worse. They said the normal anxiety is a blip in the radar compared to what they're going through now. So just hang in there, hang on with me. I've been doing this for for 2 years now, since I started coming off the drug. January 1st of 2013. I've been doing it for over 2 years in that respect, and many years before that on the drug. I'm going to get there, and so are you. We just have to hang in there and just believe in our brain and our body's ability to heal. Just stay off other drugs. Stay off of over-the-counter things if you can. Eat healthy. Believe in yourself. Get good support from the forums or anybody in your life who's willing to support you. Just stay the course. As hard as it is and as desperate as you feel for relief, it's going to get there. You're going to get there. I've had a couple windows now, finally, in my 22nd month, and it's just been amazing. I actually have felt my body calm and everything just try to calm. We're going to get there. Just hang in there, folks. We're going to do this. We are the bravest warriors on this planet. I believe that without a doubt. We're going to make it.